Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share another week of dinners for our family of 7. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Julie. I am a mom to 5. I have 6 meals to share with you today. So I'll go through and show you what we ate this week and whatever recipes I have that I can link in the description down below, I will do that. So that will be there if you want to check out the recipes. So we'll start with Monday. On Monday, I am making a sourdough skillet. I have shared this recipe with you guys before. I start by sauteing some onions, peppers, and mushrooms. Then I take my sausages all out of their casings and put that on the skillet as well. While my meat and veggies are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my sourdough ready. So this is my sourdough starter. It has been fed earlier this morning. So to this starter, I'm going to add some eggs, salt, basil, baking powder, and coconut oil. I get a whisk and I just whisk that all together. Once my meat and veggies are done cooking, they're all cooked through, I just added a can of black beans as well as some frozen corn. I get that all mixed together and then I pour my sour mixture on top. I sprinkle some grated cheese on top and then this whole cast iron skillet goes into the oven. You can make this meal so many different ways. You can really use whatever meat and veggies you want. I have tried it a few different ways, but I will say sausages have gone over the best because they're so flavorful. Everyone really enjoys this meal. You could cut this up and slice it like pie servings, make it look a little bit prettier than how I do it. I just use a scoop and I just scoop out helpings for everybody. On Tuesday, I cooked some ribs. It has been quite a while since we have had ribs and I have this big rack of ribs I want to cook tonight. I found a new recipe, which is a different way to cook them than I've ever cooked them before. Usually I would slice them into like individual ribs or at least sections of 2 or 3 ribs and put those into the slow cooker and cook them this way. But today I'm gonna cook the whole rack of ribs as a whole. First, I rinse the ribs off, I pat them dry with a paper towel, and then I start making my rub. So in this rub, I'm gonna put brown sugar, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and chili powder. As you can see, I underestimated what size bowl I needed for all these spices, so I transferred it into a bigger bowl and got this all mixed together. Next, I'm going to pour some water and apple cider vinegar into the bottom of my Instant Pot and then put my trivet into the Instant Pot because my ribs are gonna rest on top of that. Then I start putting my rub all over my ribs. So I just do one side and then the other, just kind of trying to cover the whole rack with these spices. Then my ribs are ready to go into the Instant Pot, so I kind of wrapped them around here to make them all fit. Then I pressure cooked this for 30 minutes. I was a little bit nervous how it would turn out because like I said, this was my first time doing it this way. While the ribs were cooking, I chopped some potatoes and put them onto a baking sheet with some olive oil and steak spice. Then these went into the oven and they make a really nice roasted potato. I put them in at 400 degrees for about half an hour till they're quite browned. For our veggies tonight, I am making a salad. I'm gonna put tomatoes, cucumbers, and mushrooms into this salad. The ribs turned out amazing. So tender, just falling off the bone, so flavorful. This is definitely a recipe I'm gonna make again. I was so happy that this rib recipe turned out so well. We're gonna have a little bit of ranch on our salad, and this is a delicious, well-rounded meal. On Wednesday nights, we have church, so we usually like to have a pretty easy, basic meal. We eat right at 5 o'clock so we can eat, quickly get cleaned up, and head off to church. So tonight's easy meal are egg sausage sandwiches. So I started off just by frying my eggs on a skillet. You might notice here one of my eggs must have been right at the back of the fridge in my egg carton here because it was kind of frozen. So if you see something that looks a little wonky, it's just a frozen egg. And so while those are frying, I'm going to toast some English muffins. Then I get out this bag of breakfast sausage patties that I buy from Walmart. and I get all of those onto the skillet. So my English muffins are toasted and buttered. Each one has a fried egg and sausage on it. I put these all onto a cookie sheet and then I just stick them into the oven for a few minutes just to kind of warm it throughout. Then we're gonna have some raw veggies on the side, some cucumbers and green peppers. Thursday night is our busy night. I shared with you guys before that we have our sports that night, so we're not home till about 7 o'clock at night, and we've kind of gone back and forth between like having dinner when we get home or just eating it on the road while we're out. And we have really just preferred to eat when we're out. We get home, the kids can get ready for bed. We don't have to come home and then serve supper, and then everything gets pushed back. The night just ends up being so late. So all that being said, we are having a super easy supper on Thursday night. I get out a loaf of bread, just kind of count it out, make sure there's enough sandwiches for everybody. I'm gonna put mayo and mustard on the bread, some ham, cheese, and lettuce. Got the sandwiches all put together and sliced, and then I put them right into each of our lunch boxes. On the side here we have cucumber slices and orange slices, and that is our super easy supper to go. On Friday, we're gonna have tacos. So first I get out my ground beef and I cook it with onions. Sometimes I'll put raw onions on the side, but then only my husband and I like it. So I've started just cooking my onion and beef together. Everybody likes it. Eli wanted to help me tonight, so he is helping me stir the ground beef, and I'm washing and chopping lettuce, chopping tomatoes, grating cheese, you know, just getting all the taco toppings ready. When the beef is cooked through, I'm gonna add my taco seasoning. I make a homemade taco seasoning, and I think it is so flavorful. I will link that recipe down below if you wanna try it out, but I never buy store-bought taco seasoning anymore. I like to mix our salsa and sour cream together, so rather than serve them separately, I just mix them. We have some different options tonight, so we have some of these ranch blasted taco shells, and then I also have some of these blue corn chips, so everybody can decide how they want their taco to look. The first helping, I usually get the kids to have everything, and then if they go back for a second helping, they can have whatever they want. I just leave it on the counter here and we serve it kind of buffet style, and just about all of this food was gone by the end of supper. Tacos go over so well. For Saturday night's supper, I am making homemade pizza. So I'm gonna show you a very condensed version of how I make pizza. I've gotten a lot of questions on how I make pizza because I'm sharing Insta stories showing how delicious our pizza looks. So I started to film this and decided I'm gonna do a separate video sharing more in detail, totally devoted to my homemade pizza recipe. So first I just get my pizza dough ready. I'm mixing water, yeast, sugar, salt, flour, and olive oil. I mix that in the KitchenAid with the dough hook. Sometimes I need to add a little bit more flour just to get it the right texture and the right consistency. And once it's ready, I divide it into two. I'm gonna make 2 pizzas tonight, and then I roll them out and put the dough onto my pizza pans. I cover that with tomato sauce. And then we're gonna do 2 different toppings tonight. So one pizza is a pepperoni pizza. The second pizza is gonna be Hawaiian. Of course, topped with plenty of mozzarella cheese. I used a whole block here and then decided it wasn't quite enough, so I put some extra cheddar cheese on top as well. These go into the oven, and then I go ahead and get my veggies ready. Once the pizza comes out of the oven, I let it cool for a few minutes so it can kind of all set, I guess, before I start slicing it. And I'm gonna serve this pizza tonight with some carrot sticks, cucumber slices, and green peppers. Lots of raw veggies in this week's dinners. Thank you for watching this video with me today. I hope you'll give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I don't know when it will be, but in the near future I am going to show more in depth. I have all the clips ready because I filmed them with this video, but I'll do more voiceovers and explain more in detail how I make that pizza. If you're interested in that, subscribe so you'll see that video when it comes out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.